the single best-selling fifth wheel in the entire Jayco RV lineup here at the largest standalone store in the state of Michigan. This is the 27.5 RLTS Eagle HT here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. On a beautiful warm morning. The sun hasn't quite come out yet. I was gone yesterday, so I had to get here early to catch up on some work. This beauty came in while I was gone. I am glad I got a chance to get some footage on this, because this is sharp. Every year they get this thing dialed in a little bit better. If you'd like to see if we have it in stock, available, what we're asking, tank capacities, links, measures, etc., all of that information is in the video description, one click away. So if you're just on YouTube, you're one click from seeing what we have, what we're asking, without that pesky burden of those hidden fees that crawl up the back of your neck. We are not fee-ridden at HaylettRV, and we only do everything at HaylettRV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing. That's why we have all these big service bays over here. You see all the trailers leaving yet today. Those are all just staged for today. So what is this thing? This is, someone's looking for the big fifth wheel living room, but in a smaller, more manageable experience. Maybe you have you don't have or want like a giant 1-ton truck or something like that, but you do want a very classy RV for, like, you know, you're done with the family bunkhouse and now it's just the two of you. Oh, this is going to be the last one we're going to buy. Well, you're looking the right direction here. There's 100 little things that separate your Jaycos from brand X, and that doesn't mean that brand X is bad. It just means there's a difference between good and better. Now, better means more fun. It means it feels better. Better can mean $1 more in the price tag. There are certainly less expensive fifth wheels out there. But as I start listing out all these things in this video, guys, you're going to find out that good doesn't have what better has. You know, you do get what you pay for. And that's why we carry different things at HaylettRV. We have something for every budget here. So let's get moving. First of all, logic and engineering and design. They put the speakers down low directly under this LED lit easy tilt patio so that you can put your picnic table here and not have to crank your speakers up to 11 so that you don't blow the neighbors away, because they don't like your music. I've seen a lot of RVs start to do this, and it's really smart. This is a cold water only little spray port, so it's hidden away when you don't need it. But like, if you have a little, like, if you spill the Kool-Aid or the iced tea, you've got an easy little spray down cleanup ability here. And there is still a full hot cold outside shower on the backside. Now, that extra outside shower on the backside, that's where brand X starts to drop off. A lot of brands are doing this, but they're not doing the hot and cold on the backside. A lot of brands have outside speakers, but they're usually up here where you can't really hear them. You know, better like bus style latching. You know, first thing I should have talked about at an Eagle HT is their 2-year warranty. There is almost nothing else in the industry that matches Jayco's full warranty length, and there is no brand that exceeds Jayco's full coverage warranty. Their bumper to hitch, well, I guess, you know, tongue to bumper, whatever you want to call it, 2-year warranty is never exceeded. Rarely is it even matched. And in point of fact, a couple years ago, a couple brands tried to step up and match that, but I don't know why. This year a bunch of brands have dropped off of that. So this is a motion sensitive light down here, so even just as you reach into your pass-through, bang, it lights right up for you. That's a nice little Jayco advantage. You start looking up here, and you see a lot of things have an aluminum structure in fifth wheels, but you see the other shiny stuff. That's double-sided thermal foil, RTF, radiant thermal foil. That stuff is an amazing, just simple barrier for heat and cold exchange. Basically, guys, it's tin-foiled bubble wrap, but it's amazing. The story apparently is that NASA literally helped use the stuff to insulate space capsules. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the story, and it makes sense if you use enough of it. Anyway, now that stuff is in the floor, in the underbelly. Notice that they're even putting it in the upstairs, the upper deck, so that you have a dedicated heated compartment here, heated pass-through forced air storage with insulation below, and then, because we have that thermal barrier there, your bedroom and bathroom floors aren't going to get cold at night. They also wrap that under the gooseneck, around the nose. They also wrap it above the pin box as an area where a lot of other brands fall off. Again, where the others don't, Jayco does, but you can't always see that stuff. It's important stuff that you can't see. And I am impressed with the updated nose cap they have over last year. All in all, they didn't really change much on this from last year, but when it's the #1 selling fifth wheel Jayco's ever had, you don't go changing the mix now, do you? Especially when you're continuing to grow in market share. The first couple of these that we had come in were already spoken for, so I wasn't even able to get pictures and video on those. This is the first one of like 4 from this season that we've even been able to get the camera on. That's how popular this one is. Like we order this a half dozen at a time minimum. So up here, you'll see that we've added the MORryde pin box. This is starting 8,330 pounds dry weight, as you see here in this video. Remember, the one in the video description could be different, so click down here, visit HaylettRV.com and see what we have. When we're starting to get over 8,000 pounds, and especially over 10, our dealership likes to upgrade the pin box where we can, because it provides a smoother, better ride. Now, the MORryde suspension system, it dampens shock vertically. And a lot of RVs in this class have some form of upgraded suspension. That's great. Anything's better than standard. I do prefer the MORryde pin box over others. Now, there's advantages every single way, but there is something this does that the others don't. So, this is what an old farmer calls a cushion hitch. You see how it kind of sticks out both sides. It has up to 3 inches of front to back travel. Now, to take it one step further, here's where it starts to separate itself. It also has an 1.5 inches side to side travel. And that is where this is superior to the other hitch systems on the market, because it provides full up, down, left, right, 6 direction shock dampening, basically, so that you don't get that herky-jerkiness in your vehicle when you start hitting bumps, even pulling into a gas station. And here's a trick question. When's the last time you ever pulled into a campground with a smooth driveway? Just kidding, doesn't exist. Even the ones that are paved have speed bumps. 4 battery capacity up front. Remember, you don't pay extra on top of the asking price for things like batteries and propane and getting it cleaned at HaylettRV. So they have this big pass-through storage here, but then they have a private little like water docking station, and that's where your hot-cold sprayer is located. Real quick while we're down here, I mean, you can't see much, but just to reinforce the Climate Shield insulation package here, the 0 to 100 degree rated insulation bundle they have going on in these, that is, like, you get into bigger fifth wheels and that starts to become a lot more common. In this class of fifth wheel, though, it's basically unheard of. So they went further with the insulation package on this. Something else they did that you don't typically find in fifth wheels, outside of Jayco's anyway, is full LED lighting inside and out. Not just interior lighting, not just tail lighting, marker lights. Everything is LED. It lasts longer, it's brighter, you're not going to have to worry about a bulb burning out on you, basically. It's more reliable as a result, and it also flashes quicker. It will ignite just a split second faster, which can mean at towing speeds up to 5 feet of additional stopping time for the person behind you. That's important. Safety is a big deal. Here's a best-in-class feature, and this is standard on all Eagle HTs. They have a standard factory towing hitch. 3,000 pound rated with a 300 pound tongue weight. Now you see other brands often have a 2-inch hitch sticking off the back. But notice the details. It lacks the towing hooks. They lack the 4-way plug. You know why? Because they're an accessory hitch rated for 200 pounds, not a towing hitch rated for 3,000. This Eagle HT is the RV to purchase if you're looking to like tow doubles, like a boat, a small trailer, something like that behind you. This is your rig. Now, you can add a hitch aftermarket on brand X, and we can help you do it if you're so inclined. However, you have to understand, in doing so, if it's a new RV, you just voided your structural warranty. So, if you'd like to actually take advantage of the new RV warranty on the new RV you just purchased, you need to kind of look at something like an Eagle HT if towing is your interest. Of course, it could also be useful for things like bike racks. Now, I see the little bracket right here, which tells me we added the bumper-mounted grill to this one. That's an option. So again, remember, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's like, I say this 4 times and people still never hear me, so I have to keep saying it. Visit the link in the video description to see what we have in stock and how it's equipped. Sleek frameless windows on the side of the trailer, full max airflow sliding windows on the slide walls of the trailer to give you the best of both worlds, and the patented HaylettRV sidewall thump. You can do that on a Jayco because it's fully aluminum framed laminated. Actually, you've got more aluminum framing than not going on in here. This does have, in layman's terms, what I would refer to as a stick-built roof. It also has the heaviest roof load capacity of anything in this class in the entire industry. And they've switched over to friction hinges, because even at a day like today where I've got some nice breeze at my back, the door just holds still. You see how it's wiggling? the wind wants it to move, but it's not going anywhere. I couldn't have planned that better. Watch your dance, folks. All right, moving inside. Again, visit the link in the video description because the decor that we have here could be different. At the time of this filming, there are 4 different decors, for example. This is called, hold on. So before I'll turn on the lights. And what's cool is it's not a switch. It's just like a little touch-activated, motion-activated dimmer switch. Now, you have to actually like touch it. It does have a level of proximity. I can go like this. I can walk past it and won't flip the lights on. You have to really pretend like you're flipping a switch. But what's neat is if your hands are full, you can just go like that. You don't have to actually like push a button or anything. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It's just handy. And while I'm standing here, I should point out, these standard come with this handy little touchscreen remote. You can operate your slides, you can operate your jack, your stabilizers, all kinds of stuff right from here. Now, it's really neat if you're setting up a campsite, because like you can make sure that this slide can open unobstructed. But the other thing is up in the bedroom, step up here and go out of my normal routine for a minute. What if I forgot to close that drawer? What if I forgot to close that door and I start running the slide in? If you're standing back here at the master control panel, you could not know you forgot to do those things until you heard wood crack because a slide out just broke something. With this remote system, I can stand in the bedroom and watch it close unobstructed. I can line of sight everything. Okay, so back to the decor thing I was talking about. This is called cashmere. This is your very current high-end residential grayish decor, your grays. And there's, like I said, different things. There's browns, there's grays, and then there's browner. But, those are your options. Anyway, so here's the interior of the #1 selling fifth wheel from, Jayco RV. And it's a winner, There's a lot of brands, I mean, almost, really, now that I think about it, almost every single brand on the market has a layout strikingly similar to this. So what is it about the 27.5 Eagle HT here at HaylettRV that has proven itself so popular? Well, again, it's the touches, because they're laid out similar, so they had to have just done a better application of things. Maybe it's better materials, like more hardwood and less foam. Maybe it's an upgraded furniture package, like you've got this beautiful Thomas Paine furniture collection here. That is a trifold memory foam sleeper sofa, opens up into a 2-adult sleeper if need be. The success of this floor plan could be attributed to the fact that all windows open, including slide side windows and seat side toothpick windows, if you will. These tall, thin windows still open for airflow. Maybe it's the little decor elements, like the accent colored slide and rear wall, to help a greater sense of depth and scale. It's a lot of stuff that goes in here. Could be part of it is due to the fact that we've got a really aggressive LED light package in here. It really, really brightens up in here because they're using more lights per square foot than virtually anybody else in this class. There is one brand I know that can say they use more, but you can't tell me this is not more than sufficient in here. Maybe it's because they were the first to adopt a whisper quiet air system in the living room of a small category fifth wheel. So you see these 2 air return vents right here. That will knock down 70% of the noisy roar of the volume. So when your air conditioner wants to roar, this will bring it down a notch. It'll take it from a 10 to a 3, Kind of like you wish you could with your grandkids sometimes. Hey grandkids, you're at about a 10, I need you at about a 3. In this, again, the Eagle HT has a lot of bigger luxury fifth wheel things, fixtures, features in a smaller class fifth wheel. So like right here, we have this totally like multi-function convertible dining desk. And you're looking at it, you're like, wow, those are a lot of words for just a table and chairs. That's because it does a lot of things. At a glance, yes, it's just table and chairs, but in this price point, in this fifth wheel size and category, normally you get a freestanding table that has no extensions or anything like that, and then 4 fixed chairs. And most of the time, this is a couple's coach. I know that because I don't see bunks anywhere, and I'm pretty sure you don't either. Now, you can sleep a guest, but that's not the full-time purpose of this floor plan. So, most of the time, there's just 2 of you. Why do you need 4 chairs? Doesn't make sense. So, Jayco gives you 2 fixed chairs and then 2 decor matching full way chairs with the same platform height that you can pull out for guests if required. Now, I threw some other words in there. I also mentioned that it could be kind of like a desk. That's because this has its own little self-supporting easy lift strut system, so you can get in and out of there. Perfect for, you know, whether it's paper plates or napkins or whatever, storage, or like a laptop or a tablet. And then, of course, we have our nice little extension leaf so that we can have more elbow room when we do pull out the 4 folding chairs. And again, this is why I want to point out that you have to be close to these switches to activate that, because someone's going to say, well, my head's right here, and I'm going to constantly flip the light on and off when I move. Well, you can see that I'm going bananas with my hand, and this thing won't turn off. You have to touch it. You have to actually touch it, and then it works just fine. All right, so even the accent lights are LED, and every single light has a switch. Like these lights up here, they've got a little switch on this side. There's no individual click button switches that you have to go looking for. Everything has a normal, easy switch. We've upgraded this one to feature the LED visual electric space heating fireplace, so you don't have to burn up your propane to, you know, put a little spring and fall heat in here. Now, when it is crazy cold outside, don't turn that on. And that sounds stupid, but understand, if you want to keep your underbelly heated with that forced air heat off of your furnace, then you need to keep your thermostat not artificially warmed. If you heat this up, it'll warm up your thermostat and stop the heat to your underbelly. Little tip from your Uncle Josh right there. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player, but one thing I want to mention, this is Furrion, and it has a feature called Smart Play, because you're also going to get a Furrion flat screen HD TV with this, which is easily the most rugged series of electronics in the RV business today. There's other good stuff, but again, good, better, everybody, eagle, you get the idea. So, TV can open up for storage behind, by the way, but also when the TV swings out, you can actually get to your plugs, you know, to plug things in and out. Jayco actually runs the HD wiring, and the Smart Play feature I was telling you about, you pop a disc in or you change the mode on the stereo, it talks to the TV, and they work in concert with one another. Over here in the kitchen, some brands offer an island. Some brands do not offer an island. Jayco kind of split the difference, and what they give you is a hideaway peninsula countertop extension. There when you need it, gone when you don't. And then, notice too, they've added more drawers than what you typically find in this floor plan. You've got 4 full extension plywood box drawers. A lot of times in floor plans like this, you get 2 or 3. Now down here, they left you a big space for a wastebasket. And you're going, ooh, what are these things? What's that fin? The fin is what will hold this in place. And that tube is what holds your little roll-up drying rack on your sink in place. And that's something different Jayco's done across the board. They've replaced one of the sink covers with this aluminum roll-away drying rack. It's very modern, it's very cool, and it goes very well, obviously, with that stainless sink and pull-out sprayer faucet. By the way, real tile, not wallpaper. They've also added storage below the stove, where a lot of brands don't, right next to that 8 cubic foot fridge and freezer with that very modern stainless appliance bundle. And again, they didn't waste an ounce of anything. And you notice that all of your overhead doors are self-strutted to hold themselves open. They've just killed it in here. You know, this is a living room floor plan. Pardon the shoddy camera work. I'm just closing a couple things up while I'm standing here. Just a good habit to get into. Oh, antenna. They use a new Winegard TV antenna. You don't have to crank it up and down, so you don't have to worry about, you know, forgetting it, and it gets busted. Now, one of the things I'm glad that I got here a little early today, there we go. I never remember which switch. As you get to see, because I see these blue LED lights in the showers of these all the time. I call it a night light. Well, you know, I never get to really show that because these always come in broad daylight. So, you know, just kind of take a mental snapshot of this real quick and then flip that on. And you see how it makes the entire shower glow. Look at that. Now, I've got one LED, one blue LED, give me perfect night light coverage in here so I can get in and out, do my business at night without disturbing everyone. Oh my gosh, we're already over 19 minutes. So we've also got a backlit morning mirror, which is another Eagle advantage. One of the things I love about them here at HaylettRV. This, because I'm a zombie in the morning, I had to get up extra early to not sound like a zombie in this video, because otherwise I'm like, brains, you know. Anyway. And of course it is still a, you know, vanity. There's your backlights right there. And, you know, of course, we've got full, you know, full power lighting. This is a big sink as well, not a small sink, with room for some little toilet paper storage down there. You saw the porcelain foot flush stool. But I also like their roof vent system here, you can leave this open in the rain and water won't go pouring into it. Now, normally a bathroom like this wouldn't give you any linen storage. But again, there's good and there's better, and we're looking at better. They extended the closet slide into the bathroom here to give you all the linen storage and, like, you know, extra toiletry storage you're going to want in here. And did you notice that all of your cabinets were hidden hinges? That's a nice little touch up compared to last year. So you've got a sliding pocket privacy door here to the bedroom. Let me step up into the bedroom real quick. We start with a full 80-inch true queen bed, not a short camper queen. And you see that you can walk around the bed here. They've done a good job of that. Both sides of the bed have big stands with outlets so you can charge your phones and run your CPAPs. These are dual element LED overhead lights. They can be reading lamps. They can, you know, be, like I said, night lights or whatever, or you can turn them on for full bore. And this is a Simmons Queen, by the way. That's a name you know from residential stuff because it's residential stuff. The bed does lift, and that's exact. You know what? Why tell you when I can show you? That's the whole point of a video. There you go. So this is where you can keep those folding chairs. That is your outside grill. This is just an extra box that contains some random widgets from Jayco. There's a lot of storage down here, guys. There's a lot of storage down here. And notice too, all plywood, not particle board, not OSB. These struts are not kidding. Holy crap. Okay. So this is our closet wardrobe slide over here, and you're going to get a nice little peek at my chicken legs, although I'm wearing some slacks today, so they don't really stick out. I'm probably going to regret that when it gets hot later, regardless. Big closet space in here that goes with, you know, if I back up a second, you do still have small wardrobes on both sides, but now we've got a big wardrobe for big stuff over here. And in their slide outs, Jayco was one of the first to do this, and they're still one of the only ones to do it, which makes no sense to me because this is so smart. They put a cross breeze window directly in the wardrobe slide over here so that you can get light, you can get airflow, and it creates a useful shelf, desk, whatever, space. And, hey, little bonus utility drawer. There is extra lighting and power outlets over here, too. Woo! This is a big one. This is a long video. Hope you brought some popcorn. Hope I should have told you that sooner. Hope you had a good time. Give us a call. You know, whether it's this one or another one, we put in this kind of effort for every, you know, trailer, every video. We don't charge extra for prep and destination fees and stuff like that, guys. If you're looking for simple, easier, better, welcome to HaylettRV. We look forward to the chance to serve you and your family. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.